Hello, hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Tuesday, January 31st, 2017. Yes, we are already at the last day of the first month of the new year. And if you cannot look back and say, oh, wow, January has already been productive. I've been able to knock out this, and I was able to conquer that, and I'm working hard on this, then that means life is passing you by. If you are not doing this thing intentionally, if you just tiptoeing through the tulips of life and hoping that things are going to get better and things are going to change and this year is going to be different, you are fooling yourself, okay? Because look, tomorrow is a new month. The entire first month is already gone. Okay, we can do better than that. We owe it to ourselves to do better than that. As you know, I am working my way through Dr. John Maxwell's 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, and today is the law of solid ground. The foundation for leadership is trust. And character is what makes trust possible. Think of any relationship that you have at work, at home, in families, on teams, in your faith community, love relationship, with your hairdresser, with your barber. Any and every relationship has to be built on trust. Those who watch your children, those who, especially those who watch your children, those who you send your children to, those who you deem worthy enough to spend time with. It is a matter of trust. Good afternoon. Good morning, Eric. Thank you so much for those kind words. Listen, trust is foundation. That is solid ground. And every time it is broken or damaged or destroyed, it takes work to rebuild it. There's an analogy that trust and leadership is like change in a pocket. When I was growing up, my dad always used to run his hand through change, and he would just finger the coins in his pocket. He still does that. The analogy is this: a leader is like change in your pocket, and every good decision you make, you add more change. You add more coins in your pocket. But every poor decision, every rash decision, every decision that you make that is not in the best interest of the whole, every decision that you made with you at the core, every stingy, every lazy, every inconsistent decision that you make, you give up that change to those surrounding you. So the question becomes, how much change do you have left? Because when you're out of change, you are out of leadership. You're out of leadership. And you're right, Marshall. I do trust you. Again, Marshall was talking about trusting us, trusting people with our children. Okay? Listen, when trust has been broken, we have an obligation to try to repair it. If you are in a position of leadership, it is our responsibility to repair trust, because nothing happens without it. Now, you can fake it for a while, and you see that all around you. You see fake smiles, you see fake greeting, you see inauthentic people working their way through relationships. They do not last. They crumble. Businesses do not last. They crumble. Companies crumble. Teams fall apart. Churches, literally churches, split and divide because of a lack of trust. Okay? Because of inconsistency. Our children don't thrive as much as marriages fall apart. Trust is foundational. the law of solid ground. Okay. Eric asks, can we borrow trust? Let me tell you, I think borrowing trust is like borrowing anything else. To borrow something means you have to give it back. To borrow anything means you give it back. If you are going to borrow trust, that is only going to get you so far. It's like the anecdote that charisma gets you in the door. Your character is going to keep you in the door. As leaders, we have to build our own trust. And why borrow it when you can have it for yourself? You build it with consistency. You build it with integrity. You build it with authenticity. You build it with disciplining yourself. I don't really feel like doing that. Okay, that's probably the thing you need to do the most. Don't borrow what you can have on your own. Good morning, my fellow Spartan Val out there in Georgia, doing great things. Listen, any relationship is worth building your own trust on a solid foundation. And if you have broken trust in the past, and we all have, you see, I can do this. This is 2 hands up, because none of us are perfect. But you can rebuild. And if the organization, if the family, if the relationship means enough to you, you will work to rebuild. Okay? How much change is left in your pocket? That's my challenge question. Turn the mirror and ask yourself, look at some things that have broken around you. Trust me, maybe at the foundation of that. Okay, that is it for me today. Don't borrow what you can have. Okay, it does take time. Everything worth anything is uphill. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Until we meet again, take real good care of yourself.